Hey guys and gal, this is not a training video. It's just a quick down and dirty overview of how the databases work. And this is real simple. It opens from an icon on the desktop and it goes right to the home page. This is the home page, which has got a lot of geography on it, but there's a lot of data. But you can see how it works. Real simple. It's all menu driven. We're on the home menu now. If you want to start a new record, you just go to new. And you've got a place here to put in notes. If you hit new notes, it not only timestamps it, but it puts in whoever put this note in. I'm logged in as administrator, so that's what that is. Of course, and then from notes, when you're talking to the person, you can just click a button here for the outbound script, or you can click a inbound or outbound, either one, and messages to leave on the answering machine. Place to put in their preliminary information, and then there's a tab for address if you need that. A lot of times we don't need to get that on the initial call. Amount of taxes, of course, the two key questions you want to ask is how much taxes do you owe, and have you gotten an IRS letter. We also want to get the lead source. We know that from the type of call that came in, so lead source is here, and we rate it. We want to know if it was a good, average, or bad lead. We also put whoever the telemarketer is, or who's handling this case. We've got the date for the next contact, but we've pretty well done away with that, and we've come up with a portal here that's a task menu, which is kind of a catch-all. So you just go to new task, and you could put in here that you want to send the PDF, or the better would be send the 2848, and then from there you can this has pull down menus for the due date. It's due now, and if you need a time assigned to, those are usually assigned to me, and then when it's completed, you put it here. If you want to delete that, you can delete it. And by the way, deletions and those kind of things are restricted depending on what kind of privileges the telemarketer has. Most of them are logged in as user, so they won't have those privileges. What else can I tell you? There's a click here for needs attention, so we can easily search on those. All these fields are searchable. What the IRS goal is, for instance, this will take 90% of what they do is due, and show that as a savings. Documents is actually pretty neat. It's a way of going in, and I don't have one here, but you can see if you want to insert a file that came in, you just insert it right here. And I'm going to come back to that in a minute and show you how to use that. So we would go to, for documents, if we want to know if one came in, we'd go to insert file, we'd go to 2848 and wait for that to come up, and then it's in. We can give that a name. We'll just call it name, whatever we want. And then when we go back to the home file, we can see that that particular file is in, whether it's a 2848, and we've got room for all kinds. We can put literally hundreds of documents in here as they come in, so that John or whoever's working this case would know they don't have to hunt around for the documents, which we've done a lot of. And of course the caseworker, or whoever the handling the case, or the telemarketer, can go in and see that the 2848 is in, or whatever we're looking for. Reporting is kind of neat. We've got a way to look at tasks either individually, or you can go to a task list here and see how many, and it depends on who's logged in. If you logged in as Marty, for instance, he'd only be seeing his leads here. Since I'm logged in as administrator, I'm seeing everybody's. So these are tasks, and you can have tasks that are not completed. As we can see, there's 41 tasks that are not completed here. It tells you who is assigned to, the due date, what the task is, what the lead source was, who the rep is, who's working it, and the name of the file. And of course, if we want to go to the particular record that we're looking at here, we just click on this little arrow and it takes us back to the field. Okay, And that's just kind of a quick overview about how this works. We do have a way to do a complete financial interview, and that's not quite ready yet. I need to speak with John a little bit more about this, so that we can get a quick look about what their total income is, total expenses, and their income. But again, I want to clean that up with John a little bit. Let me go back to the home screen. We have anyway, I forgot to tell you, we've also got a Q&A here, so we can, it's just the way we're putting together a collection of objections and answers. Let me think about it. Have you been thinking about blah blah blah? There's all kinds of answers there. Back to the home. Fulfillment is not completed yet. That's where we will have a place that only John or anybody that he assigns would have privileges to, so they can log in and look at the progress of the case until it's completed. And that's about it. That's just a quick overview.